What's cracking, everybody? XehrFelrose here, bringing you some Pokemon Go Battle content. Today's video, we got a fun shoutcast of the Master League, showcasing the power of Dawn Wings Necrozma. We recently just had Go Fest Madrid over this weekend, and some of you may have had a chance to get Necrozma, like this trainer, Sir Brazy. Thank you for sending in the battles for us to showcase here. Trainers, if you'd like to send in battles to the channel for shoutcasting, you can find a link in the description and the pinned comment for a Google form. And without any further stalling from myself, let's get into the games. So we got the first battle here. We're looking at okay, Charm Togekiss. All right, fine. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see this Necrozma form get put to work here. So we are gonna see the Dark Pulse bait here. Now it does have on the graphic Outrage. The trainer did let me know that this first battle they played Dark Pulse and then decided afterwards to go switch to Outrage. So with one shield, the Ancient Power gets blocked, and Dark Pulse is going to be the move of choice here. We saw how much damage it did previously. It would be enough to threaten a knockout. The opponent decides to let it go here, and then comes in with Prima. ABA Charm Trainer, stop it! Grow up! Play something else! Goodness, Moon Guys. Ah, bro!
Boom!
It just obliterated the whole Prima. And then we got Palkia and Dialga Origin in the back. This trainer, unfortunately, has absolutely no hope of winning this game, as Dialga could easily come in here and just finish this game up. A Surf, not going to matter. You're not baiting any shields here, trainer, unless maybe this is an Origin Pulse Kyogre, in which case, trainer, please just hit the top left button and save us all some time here. But I do respect the trainer for wanting to play it out. Trainer goes in with his Dialga to show him he has it. That's a good game. Next battle, we got it. Haxorus. I haven't seen one of these in a minute, dude. These are battles from rank 10. It's hard to say at what point in the season these were taken, as I did only just receive them. But this trainer is, I mean, he's a good battler. I've seen him. I've seen his games before. So we get a Solgaleo swap in to the Necrozma here, and Palkia comes in, and it's a Solar Beam. Oh my good dude. Whoo! Bro, Solar Beam on Solga kind of scares me sometimes, I'll be honest. Aqua Tail gonna take out the Solgaleo, and in comes it. And another one with its cute little flower crown and everything. In comes Necrozma to go for hopefully just the Moon Guys. Go for the Moon Guys, trainer, please. Please give it, obliterate this Togekiss from the planet, please. I've been having recent run-ins with Togekiss, and I've not enjoyed any of them in the Master League. So, Moon Guys.
Boom!
We are obliterating fairies today, everybody. Now, there is a Haxorus here. He probably is going to... Okay, Night Slash would do double super effective damage, as Necrozma with Dawn Wings is a Ghost and Psychic type. Double weak to Ghost and Dark. Very risky with two of those double weaknesses. But that's going to be fine because Dialga just farms down, and that's a good game. Right, into the next one. All right. Necrozma into Palkia. Okay, the trainer decides to swap out into their Landers. Now, this is a matchup we've seen before. You might be wondering, how do I get Dawn Wings Necrozma? I don't have that in my ability to get that Pokemon yet. Now, as of right now, only those who have gone to the in-person Go Fests or have somehow, you know, gotten access to it will be able to get Necrozma to fuse into either the Dusk main or Dawn Wings form, depending on what path they took in the research. Now, in about a month, when Global Go Fest is released, the Necrozma forms will be publicly available to everyone, and they will be the fusion energy will be available in raids in the second day of the in-person the second day of the Global Go Fest event. There will be both Dawn Wing and Dusk main raids, which you can complete in order to get the resources that you will need in order to fuse a Necrozma. So, you will also be able to get Necrozma in raids on day 1 of Global Go Fest, as well as during day 2, as when you catch Dawn Wings, they'll be in the rewards in Dusk main. So we're getting into the next game. We got a Ho-Oh on the lead here. Pretty awkward lead because of the Dialga in the back. Like, we're doing okay here, but Moongeist Beam would do a ton of damage here. Let's see if it decides to let it go or if they're going to shield up. They do shield the Moongeist Beam, probably a smart move by the trainer, but normally in Ho-Oh will like to try to shield before they get the Sacred Fire off, just in case they get that debuff. Now, a non-debuffed, so we're going to see if the opponent wants to go. So they're going to go for another move right away here. Dawn Wings is going to let the Brave Bird through. That is going to knock out.
Boom!
And in comes the Palkia. The opponent's Ho-Oh gets scared away, and in comes their Dialga. Sir Breeze is going to send in his own Dialga Origin to mirror the opponent's Dialga and go for an Iron Head here, and the opponent's forced to shield. Or maybe they just didn't know that it wasn't an Iron Head. Maybe they thought it could have been a Roar of Time, which is certainly possible. But now, Sir Breeze is going to make a huge call here and shield at the Iron Head. Is he going to be able to get to another move? No, he's not. But the opponent throws a move out of anticipation that Sir Breezy might get to one, and now leaves their Dialga without any energy and in a perfect farm down range for the Palkia. Let's see what comes in next. The Ho-Oh is going to come straight in. Aqua Tail will be reached and fired off here before that first Incinerate goes through. That's going to take out the Ho-Oh, and in the back there's a Mewtwo, and normally Mewtwo does perfectly fine and well into this matchup with shields up, but without shields, a Spatial Run is going to absolutely obliterate it.
Boom!
And then the Dragon Breaths afterward, that's going to be it. That's a good game here. Mewtwo definitely did not want to see the Dawn Wings Necrozma in the back. Now, if Mewtwo gets a Shadow Ball, though, that's going to hurt. All right, we're getting into the next battle. We got Necrozma against a Shadow Apex Ho-Oh. My goodness, that's a beautiful shadow animation. I don't have one. The only one that I had, terrible IVs. Gonna go with an Outrage here. Perhaps the adjustment of the opponent last game going for the shield here. Perhaps Sir Breezy's making that adjustment, hopefully able to get that shield, and he does succeed in getting the shield bait. Sacred Fire, gonna do some damage, or not do some damage, gonna get the shield here, and Outrage is gonna be reached, and apparently Dawn Wing Necrozma wins charge attack priority against Ho-Oh. That's good to know. Outrage is gonna knock out the Ho-Oh, and in comes Palkia. Is this Palkia gonna be able to get the farm down before the Outrage? Yes, it is. Oh, that's unfortunate. But that's okay, because now Dialga Origin can come in here quite literally without worry. Except for a Draco Meteor, that would do a lot of damage. So we're going to go ahead and see the opponent swap in their Mewtwo after Sir Breezy drops his final shield in order to try and combat this Mewtwo. Now, Mewtwo will be forced to go for a Focus Blast or two moves here. And if the opponent didn't really go up to the Focus Blast, there's nothing to worry about here. Now, they do only have Shadow Ball, so that's very good news for Sir Breezy here. As the Dragon Breaths are adding up, the opponent going to need two moves in order to even knock out the Palkia here. The Psy Strike is going to do enough damage to knock out, but now Palkia can come in, and it will have to eat a move here, but there's no shields remaining, and I don't know, man. I have a feeling that the that the Palkia in the back is not going to appreciate a Spatial Rend to the face, so this is going to do enough damage and then some to take the game here. Well played.
Boom!
Ooh! I wish I'd seen that from full HP. Getting into the next game, about Lando on the lead. Can't really swap out here because we have Dialga Origin in the back, so probably going to look to stay in here. It looks like Necrozma from previous games was able to successfully eat a Sandsear Storm and then some, so we're probably going to see a no-shield. There's the no-shield. And then go for the Outrage here. Even debuffed, a Moongeist Beam would do a ton of damage, especially against Landorus. Now, Landorus does decide to shield up here. Unfortunately, the pacing advantage on Lando means that before Sir Breezy can even land a single charge move, potentially, in the one shields, the opponent basically is going to... Wait. It beats Lando in charge attack priority as well? Hello? Yes, please. Okay, nope. We're good. I'm good. Man, I need this thing in my life right now. You're telling me that thing beats Landorus at charge attack priority? I'm sold. We're good. We're in. I'm all in. We're here. All right? And then there's a Mewtwo in the back. Well, trainer, this is unfortunate. We've seen how Sir Breezy handles the Mewtwo from previous games here. The opponent is just going to go for a Psy Strike bait. Not sure why they... I mean, you just go for the... just go for the Shadow Ball, right? Like, there's... The bait does no good here. You still would have needed, you know, the extra energy to knock out. Now we're just unfortunately going to be losing all that energy by going for that bait. Now, the Psy Strike... The second Psy Strike knocks out, yes. But now Necrozma can come in and just simply eat the energy. Palkia just goes through the rest of this game as up a shield. We're going to be able to land the spatial rend with... you don't even need to land the spatial rend. Dialga's not even going to be able to live the Dragon Breaths long enough to get to the Aqua Tail here. So that's going to be a good game here. Dialga going down to the Dragon Breaths. Good game. Getting into the next battle, we got a Kyogre. This is a very neutral matchup, but typically behind Kyogre, there's fairies. And where there's fairies, there's no dragons. Because dragons get deleted by the fairies. Now, the opponent's going to go for a Surf right away. We're going to see how much damage. Can Necrozma here handle a Surf pretty comfortably before having to let a move go? Now Moongeist Beam is on deck. Is the opponent going to respect this damage?
Boom!
It deleted the whole Kyogre, dude! They have their own Necrozma. They have a shiny Necrozma in the back here. That's pretty... I like that. That's a nice shiny, dude. I hope I can get a shiny fusible Necrozma during Go Fest because, man, that looks nice. The Dialga mirror here, we just go Iron Heads and hope somebody shields. And if they do, great. If they don't, well... I think at this point, though, you definitely do want the shields. The opponent is doing the more sensible thing and over-farming, at least getting to the Roar of Time, but they decide not to throw it, and just before going down, Cerebrizi's Dialga is going to get this Iron Head off. That might do it. That's going to get 2 shields from this opponent. They could 2-shield the Palkia, farm down. Hopefully, you only need 1 shield, because if you need to shield twice, a Moongeist Beam is going to delete this Palkia off the planet. Okay, thankfully, Palkia is able to get the farm down, and let's see how much damage Spatial Rend does to the opposing Necrozma. This is going off. Spatial Rend taking the KO there.
Boom!
After a Dragon Breath, of course. Good game. Into the next battle, we have the Palkia on the lead. Now, the simulations show that as a win, but the opponent decides they want to swap straight into their Landorus. Now, what that might tell me is that they may have a better answer in the back than a neutral answer that is Palkia. However, Palkia does win all even shields here in this situation. It just needs to land that 1 Aqua Tail, and it's up to the opponent how many shields they'd like to put in, because the nice thing for Palkia is that it absolutely gets to determine the pacing of the shields here, just because of the fact that, you know, they get the first shield. That's really all that. You know, I don't know what I was going to explain there. My brain just was like, let's just teeter off into a tangent that doesn't exist, and now we're going to come back. We're going to reel it back into the commentary here. We have Lando on the other side. We are going to see the Lando look to get 2 shields up here, or look to drop 2 shields, but that's okay because now Necrozma can just come in and just farm. And that's all you need to do is give Necrozma some farm. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We're going to shield up a Sandsear Storm, going to put all the faith and no shields into the Dialga, but there's a Ho-Oh in the back. Now, this Ho-Oh, this is debuff for how much is this Moongeist Beam going to do? That does over half with a debuff to this. Oh, and he catches the Brave Bird on the Dialga. What a disgusting catch. That was fantastic. Absolutely. Brave Bird, tink, off of that. And then Palkia is going to come back in. Palkia is not enjoying these Dragon Breaths. That's going to put the opponent in a very, very difficult position, because if they throw the Roar or the Spatial Rend here, they have no energy. They may just get farmed down by Necrozma, but if Necrozma gets close enough to another move, it can just go for the Outrage and then get to another move against the Ho-Oh. Let's see if he's close enough to the Outrage. 1, 2, 3. No, the opponent decides not to bother. Okay, good game. Necrozma into Giratina. This is not a great matchup for the Necrozma here. I'm actually surprised we're staying in this matchup here. I would like to think that Dialga and Palkia being better answers in the back, it would make more sense to safe swap into the Dialga, but I will certainly... Okay, or the opponent just lets it go.
Boom!
I know Cerebrizi knows Master League a million times better than I do. I'll take his word for it if he says he's going to stand against Giratina, but my goodness, I was not expecting him to just no-shield that. And now we have a Dialga mirror here in the back. The opponent going straight for the Iron Head, and Cerebrizi calling that and not shielding. The opponent, however, deciding to shield. They would like switch advantage, apparently. Now, is this Origin Dialga going to get to this Iron Head? Absolutely. The opponent now going to have to put up both of their shields in order to take this matchup. They do. That's a lot of energy on this Dialga, but, I mean, I think Necrozma just comes and eats this, and Palkia just takes whatever's in the back here. Or Necrozma, maybe. No, man. He's going to shield the Necrozma. All right, that could be an Iron Head. They probably have 2 Iron Heads loaded at this point. The opponent not able to... Oh, no, dude. Oh, they didn't get to the Iron Head. The Moongeist. It's going to delete this guy over. Oh!
Boom!
I love it, dude. Oh, that was incredible. And Dialga and the opponent just disconnects. The opponent just closed the wrap out of frustration. Oh my goodness. That was disgusting. Good game. Alright, getting to the next battle, we got Landorus on the lead. Plenty of meta teams here in these ranked battles, but we're going to see now the Lunala, or not Lunala, God, I want to call it Lunala. Necrozma form is going to stay in here and eat this energy. Again, we've seen Sandsear Storm. It doesn't really do that much damage. I would probably put the bulk of Necrozma on about the same level as the Palkia, to be honest, because the Sandsears plus Mudshot look to be doing about the same pacing, if not maybe just a slight bit less. After the first Sandsear and those Mudshots, the Palkia is at about half HP. But the Moongeist, or Outrage, I didn't even see what was thrown there, but it absolutely just demolishes the opponent's Landorus, but they are up a shield, which makes us kind of dangerous. Now, here comes Mewtwo. Mewtwo is going to be able to do well here up a shield. However, the opponent will have to give up their shields in order to do much with the Mewtwo. And, I mean, Surbreza can easily just no-shield this. Palkia should be able to do well in the back. The opponent is running a non-double legacy moveset in the Ice Beam here. And is this Ice Strike about to be enough, or did they farm up to the Ice Beam? The opponent goes for the Psy Strike, and it is enough to take the knockout, but Necrozma now gets a full farm down of the opponent here. Never mind, they're going to get to a move, but Surbreza sees value in this energy. The shield is going to be up. It's just a Psy Strike, and we get to snipe with the Palkia, and now Palkia just has to be able to get this thing down low enough. I think they're looking to get the shield here. Necrozma maybe gets to a charge move. We're going to have to see how this goes. The opponent does shield up the move here. The opponent needs to get to 2 charge moves, and they have to go for a not Aqua Tail. If they go for Aqua Tail, it's over. They go for the Draco Meteor, and they full send it. And now, Surbreza's Necrozma has the Outrage running, even though the Palkia has, like, no HP left.
Boom!
We're still hitting the button. That's a good game. Holy, Necrozma is insane. This thing is going to create an all-new meta. You guys thought that Palkia and Dialga Origin came up with their own meta? Necrozma is about to redefine the meta. As soon as Global Go Fest hits and everybody has one of these things, it is going to be everywhere. So be aware and enjoy the booms while you can if you've got one early. And yeah, that's going to do it for me for today's video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. We're going to catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.